Yes, no needs to talk to my girl. Do you want me to go hit on your wife with the fucking paw?
In policing, domestic disturbances are one of the most common calls officers handle. Most times it happens behind closed doors, but every so often it occurs in public and the police have to respond. But when one of the parties involved doesn't want to turn down the volume and it continues to escalate, a confrontation can occur and the final outcome can go both ways. This is one of those.
Hey guys.
What's the issue?
So Officer Ray with the Eau Claire Police Department. So the reason why I'm making contact with you is because
some random dude pulled by and I told him to go the away if that's the issue.
Okay,
well,
we got a call saying that you were arguing with another girl and
yeah,
that you guys.
My girlfriend. We can argue in public.
Okay. Well, we just want to know what's going on. We got a call, so we got to do our due diligence to come out here and investigate. Okay.
Argument's done.
Okay.
So everything's done, right? No traffic stop. You never pulled me over.
Nope. So right now we're investigating because we got called out here for a reason, right?
So this is essentially a welfare check. They actually happen quite frequently. This one seems like it's domestic related. The police get called. We respond to make sure that there was no domestic violence. And then we usually let the parties go once we check those out. But actually these things happen, and especially in convenience store parking lots for some reason.
What's the reason you got called out here for?
That it's a domestic relation. It's a domestic that you guys were yelling at each other. So we just.
I wasn't yelling at her. My car was broke. She got out. I'm telling you the story.
Okay.
Some dude pulled by, started yelling at her. I don't like guys talking to my girlfriend, so I got out of my car and told him to pull the away. And then after he left, he said, I'm going to call the cop.
Can you exit the vehicle for me? What? Can you exit the vehicle for me?
Oh, no, I'm fine.
She's fine.
Totally fine.
My partner's going to come here and talk to you, so if you can just exit out.
I have to work, sir, and I really don't have time.
I understand that.
So we have, like, other things to do.
I understand that, but the faster you guys cooperate with us, and if nothing is really going on.
What did I do wrong to cooperate with you about?
I've explained.
So, no, the thing is, they could have called on another black male and female in the car. Okay. How do you know it's me? Did they give you a license plate?
They gave us a vehicle with a
didn't.
Listen, can I finish?
Yeah, there's a gray Impala that just pulled out.
Yes.
It don't matter.
Your muffler's on the ground.
Yes,
which
I know,
muffler
and I
is
told
on the
you that.
ground, right?
That's why That's why she got out to look at the car. I got out to yell at the guy to stop talking to my girlfriend.
Okay, I understand.
Problem solved, right?
No, if it's that easy, right? Then we wouldn't be having any investigations going on. But
I don't know why there's an investigation.
Why is there investigation? I told them to stop talking to my girlfriend. What's the issue?
Okay.
If say your wife's with you. Say your wife's.
What's your name, boss?
Please.
What's your name?
I'm not giving this a name because my ID's.
Okay, you're not helping the whole situation here.
I don't care. I do not care.
Nora 169, of course. If you could start an additional.
No, everybody's just getting in my way. I'm just trying to go to work.
So this is very interesting and it's very concerning. There's a lot of things that I'd like to discuss here because, as I mentioned in my other videos, there was a period of time where I worked domestic violence specifically, but I was in patrol for quite some time and I dealt with a lot of these different type of domestic calls, and Las Vegas has a lot of domestic type situations for whatever reason. You can surmise why you think it is. But here's some challenges just from the body language. I counted at least 6 times that the female was grabbing his arm and attempting to calm him down, and it didn't do anything. In fact, in some cases, it made him a little more angry. These are huge red flags. Everything that the officer said set this guy off and made him act in more of a manner that seems like it might end up having to be hands-on. And de-escalation is definitely something to think about in the circumstances so that you don't end up having to go hands-on to this guy, because he might put you into that situation where going hands-on is the thing you have to do. And the officer asked for another unit. Absolutely best call. This is the type of situation where you're definitely going to need at least 2 units, because you see that the female didn't even want to exit the car when the officer asked her to.
Nora 169, of course. 28 will be.
No.
Okay.
No, I'm gonna call my lawyer. You tell this off. What do you need? There's no insurance on the car and I don't have my license on me. My license are in her car. Write me the ticket and get the out of here. Tell this to get the out of here, man.
So this is clearly a person who is acting on sheer emotion and not utilizing reason while they're dealing with this officer. That car's not been cleared, and to what degree of escalation is this guy going to bring it? We see that the other unit has arrived, so that is going to be helpful to some degree. But again, the vehicle has not been cleared. I mean, this guy is almost on the verge of tears with his emotion. It's just completely off the rails.
Yeah, and the more that show up, the more hostile I'm gonna fucking get. No.
Okay.
Can I get out of my car, please, and I'll walk back there away from you guys? Because I do not like...
No, so we need to talk to you, okay? The whole time I've been talking to you, you've been arguing with me.
Yeah, because you don't need to fucking talk to me. For what?
Like I've
For what
explained
are you
to
talking
you,
to
we
me
got
for?
a call
Yes,
saying that you
you're
were
talking
yelling at
to
a
me.
female in the
Okay,
parking
if you're
lot.
talking to me about that situation, the situation's done, and someone's coming to fix the car. So what's the fucking problem?
Okay, so why were you guys yelling at each other?
Because that was talking to my girl. I told her to get in the car. I already fucking told you this shit.
Miss, can you exit the vehicle and talk to my
Yes,
partner?
exit the vehicle and go tell that what the fuck happened. So I can keep yelling at this Asian telling him the same fucking thing. Okay, muffler's on the ground. Some guy talking to my girlfriend. I told him to leave. Problem solved. I'll get the muffler off the ground. What the fuck's the problem?
Okay, So why were you so upset at the guy?
Because no needs to talk to my girl. Do you want me to go hit on your wife at the fucking bar?
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm seriously fine. I'm not hurt. I'm not.
Was he hitting on your girlfriend?
Yes.
What was he saying?
To me, he was hitting on my girl. I couldn't hear him. I don't want him talking to her. End of conversation. What the f***'s the problem?
Okay, what's your name?
Need me to fucking spell it? Get your notepad, write it down. What the f***'s the problem?
So let me talk about some de-escalation tactics that could potentially work. Maybe not with this guy, but some de-escalation tactics that I have seen work myself that I have utilized. One thing that I've mentioned to you also before is that I was on crisis hostage negotiation team for some time, and de-escalation was the crux of every single thing we did. Every word we said mattered. So here's a couple things. Addressing a person by name is usually a very good idea because you have a more of a personal connection. You will see use of force situations with officers, you know, doing whatever to the person. Sir, put your hands by, sir, put your hands. But you never hear an officer say, John, put your hand, or John. And if you do hear that, there's likely more of a connection between the officer and the person. So under the circumstances, getting the person's name and operating on a name basis. Now again, this is an edited video. The officer may have asked that. I'm sharing this so that in the future, and for the young aspiring officers that watch this, understanding that getting the name of the person creates a bond and it works really well on their end. Another tool that works out phenomenally is that you can say, okay, listen, this thing seems like it's going in a direction that neither of us wanted to go in. May we start over? We're not really giving up anything by doing that. Our command presence can be exactly as it was before. As you speak to him, now you have his name. John, listen, this is not going the way that either of us wants it to go. May we start over? Not only does that get this person maybe to reset their brain, but what it also does is you have clearly documented that your goal here was to de-escalate the situation. And if it goes south, it's going to be scrutinized. And it could go south all the way to the highest level of force that police have to use. You never know. But always set a ground and a basis that you wanted to de-escalate the situation. And if you can be sincere about it, it's even better. And you should be sincere about it. Remember, you can be kind, polite, professional, and lethal at the same exact time. And I love the fact that when a police officer is really doing their thing, that's exactly what they are when necessary in every interaction.
I'm totally fine. Like, we're totally fine. We had to calm down until he showed up, and then he started going freaking out.
Sometimes
He
that
doesn't like
happens.
cops. He won't do cops.
Yeah, I get that, but somebody thought that he was mad at you
Yeah,
and
so,
that you
yeah, I
were.
know exactly what happened, and I tried. He gets like this.
There's no issue, except y'all niggas in my way, and I gotta go to work. What's the problem? Can you tell me the problem again? Y'all niggas are in my way, I gotta go to work. That guy already left, that issue's done. That's the only issue on the ground is my muffler. I'll get that fixed, y'all can carry on your day, and I can go to fucking work.
Well, and if you're fine, and as long as there's nothing else, if he calms down, we'll let you guys leave.
Yeah, and I tried to calm him down. He just
What's your first name?
What's the issue? It makes no sense why you're talking to me. When I figured out the other issue, I'm gonna solve this one. Y'all can get the f on with your day. What the f***'s the problem?
So like
I'll
I've
give
already
you time to talk.
Yep, I already explained to you.
So there's no domestic, and she confirmed
We
it,
need to
so
get
I'm
her
gonna
side of the
go.
story. Nope, you're not free to leave yet until she's done talking.
Okay, here you go. So I'm gonna make some decisions. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to throw them at you.
Okay, so let's talk about this. So essentially what we have here is this welfare check. They separate the parties because sometimes in front of the male half, the female's not going to say that she was injured, justifiably so, because she will go back at her for saying that to the police. I've seen that happen many, many times. And as soon as you get them away, they'll say, I'm afraid. So many times they'll whisper, they're like, I'm afraid, please get me out of here. So we have to separate and we have to conduct that investigation and ensure out of ear and eye shot that every party gets to tell their part of the story, especially when it's in a domestic situation such as this. And the way that this male's behaving, absolutely, one would believe that it could potentially have gone to a point where violence was involved. So once we have that part of the investigation and we identify both parties, for the most part, the investigation will likely be done. Ideally, with the way that he's acting, maybe even see if they can go their separate ways until there's a cool-off period. But again, these types of investigations happen very frequently.
What the f***'s the problem, sir? Like, I'm really getting pissed.
Nope.
You have a
Like I
nice
said,
job that I'm not trying to lose.
got your
Y'all are
side.
wasting
I
my
already got
f***ing
your side
time.
of the story. Now we just need to get hers.
Yes, she said the same f***ing thing.
You understand?
Just shut the f*** up.
All right.
Go talk to her now.
Nope.
She's
My
gonna
side of
say
the
the
story,
same
talk
f***ing thing.
Okay.
Shut the f*** up. Jesus. Y'all are...
calm down.
I don't want you guys yelling back and forth. Well,
And you can f*** off and go on in your car and have your Marriott day.
If that's the
Shut
case,
the
then
f***
we'll do
up.
that.
You're a public
Okay.
servant. Shut the f*** up. I'm not asking you a damn question.
Okay.
Get in your car. I want to talk to him. I don't want you by my car
You can
anymore.
talk to my partner.
Shut the f*** up. I did not ask you a question.
So interesting, the guy saying, I'll talk to him, I don't want to talk to you. And he says, okay, you can talk to my partner. This is actually really good because the officer's not allowing his ego. He's not getting offended by this guy yelling and screaming and calling him all these names, even racial epithet that I heard him throw at the officer as well. The other thing is we call it tapping out. Contact officers doing the talking. You have the cover officer who's watching to make sure that there's anything dangerous that goes on, they can engage. You can tap out and say, okay, listen, you know what? My partner will talk to you. And then you take a step back and see if a rapport can be gained differently with the other person. There are going to be some old school cops, especially cops who came through my era, are going to be like, listen, and you don't have it your way, you got me, that's who you deal with. Sometimes people just don't vibe. And if you can get the situation done without having to put your hands on them, then it's great. And if another officer can do it, then let them have at it. There are a lot of different ways to do this, merely a suggestion about a way where you can end up potentially getting another officer to handle for you. I've seen this happen many, many times. I've done it.
We just got an apartment, so things are kind of like chaotic right now.
You said she's coming to get you?
I don't want to hear your fucking voice.
She'll probably
take you
end up
home.
bringing me home now,
That
but...
might be good just with this fired up. Do you want to sit in here and stay warm?
No, I'm fine.
Babe, bring me my phone. Babe.
Right now, just so he doesn't do anything crazy.
Can you bring that to him?
This is his?
Yeah.
I need Cecil's number.
What's his first name? Here, she wants you to talk to.
Up, give me my phone.
Buddy.
Shut the up and give me my phone.
Why are we yelling?
Because I need to go to work.
Is this his phone or your phone?
It's my phone, but
Okay,
his
I'm
mother's
just-
on... Or no, that is his phone. That is his phone.
This is his
That
phone?
is his phone, yes.
Okay. I'm going to let him calm down a little bit.
He's not...
Ma'am, are you mom?
Why are you so pissed?
Shut the up. Okay, what did I just say? The same sentence. Tell me what I said. I need to go to work. Y'all are at work. You're going to make me late for work. That's why I'm pissed. I have to go to work. Do you know English?
Okay, he's, we got called here because somebody called that they thought that he was screaming at her and that she was in trouble and that they were arguing and all that. So, obviously us showing up here is aggravating him more.
Shut the up. Answer my question. Do you know English?
You think screaming at her and us is going to affect
No,
the situation?
but why the are you all up in my face?
And that state he's in right now, and his muffler is like completely off the car or dragging from the bottom of the car.
Give me my phone from that. I don't care. It's not his phone. Can I get out and grab my phone? Then will you go get my phone? Then I'm getting out to get my phone.
Nope.
Why can't I get out to get my phone?
He just tried to offer your phone. And you
Yes, and then wouldn't give it to me.
because you're screaming.
Yes,
for no
it's
reason.
my fucking phone.
You're screaming in the middle of a parking lot. for
Y'all
no
are
reason.
backing the up. This is not, I'm not joking. I fucking weld. I worked 14 hours last night. I'm darker than every here. Get the out of my face. I have to go to work. If you guys reach my car, there's going to be an issue, and I promise it. And I'm going to smile and go to jail, paid vacation, I'll do it.
Yeah, I don't know, now he's rolling up his window, and if he's in the car and he's being calm, I think that that's about all we're gonna...
I'll open the window when y'all are ready and go back.
Is this always like this, or
No.
what's the
No,
deal
it's
today?
never been
I don't like cops. Y'all are some
I wasn't
pigs.
talking to you, bro.
Don't fucking talk to my girl.
If you-
Shut your
if
mouth.
you don't want to
Don't
talk,
answer another
I'm gonna go
question.
talk to
Don't
her
answer
right
another question, or I'm gonna keep getting pissed with them. Tell them to shut the up. Give me my shit. You have no right to have your hands on my shit. Shut the up and scram. No, I don't want to talk to them. I have to go to work. They're here because some was talking to I told that to leave. He left. Why the am I still around? Yes, and if they thought that, just like he said, she thought that, y'all think wrong. I want to go to work. I don't want to deal with this shit. I want to go. She can walk home for all I care. I have to work. I don't care. Why are they talking to me?
What's that?
If they really need to make sure she's safe, bring the home. I'll go to work.
She said nothing between them was a problem. Said he just gets this way around us.
Am I free to go?
Not just a second.
So what do you need from me?
Well, I'd like to have a calm conversation.
I'm not having a calm conversation with you at all.
I realize
Do I have
that.
to go to jail or have a calm conversation with you? Answer the question, please.
That will answer it if you have a calm conversation with me.
Okay, I need to go home. I need to go to work. What the do I need to talk to you for? I parked to calm down. And some came to talk
I'll
to me.
tell you why if you're going to be calm with me.
Okay, I don't want to be in my car anymore, and y'all have forced me to sit in this shit.
No, I'm not.
That told me I couldn't get out.
Calm down.
God, I want to punch you. Get taken out of this enclosed ass space. Actually, I don't care. I'm getting out. I'm gonna walk a safe distance away. One of you ass.
Okay.
Shut
Hey, come here.
What do you need? Don't
I'm gonna
walk
talk.
towards me. Go the away, all four of you. No, I'm talking to you, but you don't need to walk. Stand on the white line. And I'll stand on the white line. Problem solved.
Look around you.
Yes. Look around.
What you're doing, if we wanted to take you to jail for...
Yes, you can. And I will call in paid vacation. So tell me what the needs to happen.
Okay.
I don't have time for this.
I just want to talk.
Yes, and I don't have time to talk. I have time to know if I need to call in paid vacation or go to work. That's what I have time for. I've been trying to explain it to the Asian and he didn't listen. Also told me I couldn't get out of my car. So tell that he doesn't know what the he's talking about.
No, I could tell you can't get out of your car
So
if I wanted to.
did you tell me to? Why the fuck can every tell me a different
you said
story?
you wanted to.
I don't want to talk to you. So why the fuck do I need to talk to you?
Because what you are doing is illegal. It is our job
How
to
is
address
it illegal to argue?
Because it's disorderly conduct.
Hey, you. Is that illegal?
Yeah, it is.
How?
Because it's
freedom of
disorderly
speech.
conduct.
No, it's not.
No,
I can tell you to off all I want, and you and you and you. It's literally yes, I cannot. Yet you're going to tell me I can't tell you to screw off. You're going to tell me I cannot tell you to screw off.
in a calm voice where the entire
Can you
grocery
please
store
off
can't
and
hear
get in
you.
your car and go?
Once
That
we
was in a
have a
calm
calm
voice.
conversation.
Okay, I want to talk about this for a second because this can go in a lot of different directions. But I want to talk about the legal aspect of it. The police presence is there to make sure that there was no domestic dispute between the parties. The investigation initially is that, and ensuring that the people that you have are the people who they say they are. You run them to make sure that they don't have warrants. And then at that point, most likely the parties would be released. Now, how long was the investigation for domestic violence? I don't know. And as we keep this guy here and holding him, he's getting more and more amped up, and it doesn't look like he's coming down. It's not operating from a place of common sense, strictly emotion, and bad emotion at that, on full display. Now, disorderly conduct, disturbing the peace. The elements are different in nearly every jurisdiction across the country, but most of the core elements of disorderly conduct, or called DOC, and disturbing the peace, are very similar. In fact, Las Vegas is unique because Las Vegas, a lot of people don't realize, there's a city of Las Vegas and Clark County, and a police department that was two departments that merged in 1973. So we have city ordinances and county, and just like around the country, there are ordinances that are different. So one side of the street, it could be disorderly conduct, the other side of the street, it's disturbing the peace, and they're very, very similar, and it would depend on which jail you would go to if you committed that crime. But basically, if you're yelling obscenities very loudly and you're causing a disturbance in public, and it's going to unreasonably disruptive behavior, yelling, screaming, cursing, but you have to have a victim. And sometimes the city or the state could be the victim, but a lot of times you will need witnesses depending on the jurisdiction. So under the circumstances, I'm imagining that in this jurisdiction, that him yelling and screaming like this in this public area where the public is utilizing, the sergeant is saying that it's a disturbing the peace type of charge. The challenge that we don't want to get ourselves into is, did we hold him past the period of time of the domestic investigation that created this disturbing the peace, where we were telling him that you have to calm down before you leave? Now, I'm very impressed by how calm and respectful the officers were. The one thing that we definitely want to look at is that we don't hold people longer than our investigation, because then we're stepping outside the bounds of what we can't do. And I'm not suggesting that that's what happened here. There's no way I could possibly tell that. Again, these videos are edited in such a way that you only get a small picture. But for the big picture, we're there to do a welfare check. We interview both parties. No domestic, no one's wanted. You don't have to have a good attitude with the police, and we don't get them many, many times. That's why we're the professionals. We're trained to handle difficult people. So we're at this space where this guy is incredibly difficult, and where do we go now that we know that there's no domestic between the two parties? And it looks like the sergeant is saying that it was this disturbing the peace type charge in this jurisdiction.
What do you think?
What?
She said that everything between them, like
Take
no
my car and go
problem
home with
between
me.
them. Obviously, we have a disorderly conduct here.
We have DC.
I'm not.
What he was saying was
What do you
that
think this is going to keep
his
on
car was
going to?
broken down, so that he came in here. He told her to go check the
I am
muffler.
calm.
She went out,
They won't
guy that
leave
called
me alone.
us,
Look,
drove
I
up to
could
them and
literally
started
tie
talking to
my
her.
shoe,
He didn't like that
brush
he was
my
talking to her
teeth with a
because
smile.
he was hitting on
These
her.
niggas are deciding
And
to
he
keep
started.
talking.
Okay.
The guy.
Does the caller want to do anything?
I have not spoken with the caller yet. By the time I got here, I made contact and he was already in this.
I mean, I'll let you decide whatever you want to do. I mean, obviously, we have disorderly conduct. Okay. Okay. Do you want to? We've made a decision. What's going to happen? Do you want to know? Not yet. You're not going to. Here's the deal. Can I walk closer to you so I don't have to scream
Please
at
don't.
you? I'm not
Please
going to touch you, dude.
I don't trust that.
I don't want to.
Last thing I told me he wasn't going to touch me. Touch me.
Here's what's going to happen. Listen, what you're doing is not acceptable. That we have to address it. Okay?
I know it's not acceptable. I was told that by the first cop. But then why are there 8 of you, 4 of you showing up to talk to me to escalate? Because you're escalating me more. That's what I'm trying to say. Y'all should write down the notes that you have in your notes for each individual and say, don't chew up 8 niggas deep, because this nigga is gonna get pissed.
Okay, can I tell you what we're gonna do? Okay, here's what's gonna happen. It is our job to address these issues. There's a
Yes, it's been addressed.
No, it's not. we're going to write you a citation for disorderly conduct, and you can go to
What's
work.
disorderly conduct? What did I do?
Disorderly conduct is loud, profane, boisterous, or
Oh, okay,
otherwise
write the
behavior
ticket and I'll go.
that causes a disturbance. As long as you stay like this, we'll give you a piece of paper and you're going to get out of here.
Okay, I'm going to grab my keys. You can give it to her. She'll ride with her, and I'm going to go to work, okay?
Yeah, that's fine, but we have to give you the ticket.
She is
We have to.
me for
I
now.
know, but we have to hand it to you.
Okay, then it's got to hurry quick. I'm leaving in 10 minutes.
He's literally writing it right now. What are you going to do about your muffler? You can't drive down the road
I'm
like
going to
that.
leave the car here.
Oh.
Like I said, this fucking situation was solved before Mr. got here. I'm sorry.
We have to come to those zones.
Yes, but the thing is, I solved him, told him everything was solved, and he goes, starts looking around, 2 more you start showing up. I told him I will get the muffler lifted off the ground before I drive it home.
We have to make sure she's okay.
She told him she...
I know, but
Go
she's
look at the body cameras. Conversation's over. He's right.
I believe it.
Let's talk about some things here. And again, I don't know the policy and procedure of this jurisdiction, but this gives us a really good idea, and we can think and talk through a lot of different things that are interesting in policing here. The sergeant, who's the one that was speaking to the male half last, he's the senior officer from what I see on the scene. The Asian officer was the officer who made the initial stop, and they discussed on what they were going to do, and he said that they had disturbing the peace, I believe is what they call it in this jurisdiction. Now, here's something I'd like to talk about and share with you. Citation, arrest. In some places, there are some charges that you can only cite for, issue a citation, and you cannot arrest. I don't know what this disturbing the peace charge, if it's an arrestable offense, and they gave him a citation as a courtesy. Because the sergeant at one point said, well, if you remain calm, we'll give you a citation, but if you continue to go with it, then we're going to take you. So I'm wondering if maybe they could have taken him to jail. So I don't know. I'm being very, very cautious to make a judgment on whether he could have been taken to jail. In my jurisdiction, and in many jurisdictions, most citable offenses are arrestable offenses. And while we're keeping this guy here, he's continuing the behavior that we're issuing him the citation for. And this is a question. Is there another practice with this person if we decided that the elements are met? Click, click, hands behind your back, in the back of the police car, and he takes a trip to jail to calm himself down and cool off and deal with the charges. Because the citation is going to be the same thing. You're just expediting him down to the jail. Because then it's nipped in the bud, and you know that you're not going to have to deal with this again. And maybe this guy will say, listen, if I'm going to act like this, this is where I'm going to, it's an unpleasant experience, because you're issuing him the citation anyway. So if you can cite or arrest, this is a person that I believe that an arrest would be more appropriate, because is he going to show up at the girlfriend's and get into it with her again? This definitely is behavior that has to be addressed. There's a saying in policing that I've mentioned in many of my other videos before. An a-hole at 8 p.m. is going to be a problem at midnight. And this is 8 p.m. What happens later on? So these are just options to think about. And again, we don't have to be the punitive police. We just have to say, of all the tools that we have, what is going to be the best way to deal with this, because we want to keep peace going forward. And this young man seems like maybe even if he gets to work with this attitude, he might be yelling at people at work. I don't know. But what I'm saying is you have to look at all of the behaviors and all of the evidence in front of you and think about what the best tool is. And again, I'm only looking at snippets of this. This is an edited video. So this sergeant made the decision that he felt was best under the circumstances. I'm just showing you other options for potentially other scenarios.
I'm sorry, my keys are right there. I hope someone can run that over. And I hope all 3 of you can use your brains so you know next time that's not getting run over. No, it's not called respect. Maybe respect your leave it on the ground. Don't touch that ain't yours. Rolling my window up. My ride's on the way here. I don't talk to these anymore.
I'm gonna explain this to you.
I don't want to listen. I'm not going to listen.
I gotta explain it to you, and then you're on your way out here, okay? So you're getting a citation for disorderly. It is not mandatory. However, if you wish to contest it, it's going to be on December 11th at 1:30 p.m. at the courthouse here.
I
Your
won't be
information
there.
here, the disposition of the citations here, and then the violation of the citations here. The back is my information, okay? All right, any questions for me, you guys?
Money. You'll be
All right, well, you guys are good to go. You guys have a better day, okay?
Okay, thank you. Sorry.
So according to the original video, which is pinned, which you can check out, it says the subject was cited, issued a citation for disorderly conduct, and had to pay a $213 fine. Did that address his behavior or fix the situation? I hope so. I don't think so, because watching that behavior back flashbacks to so many different calls that I had been on, and watching relationships where one of the parties treats the other party in that manner. And to that point, I'd like to speak to a group of people, the people who watched this video and saw this young man's behavior. Those are extreme red flags, and they should not be ignored. A person who acts in that manner and cannot be calmed down, does not listen to reason, and just goes completely off the rails over something that is quite minor, is something that will become very significant going forward. You've heard me mention many times before that I have daughters, and I can tell you from a father's perspective and from an officer perspective, this is a behavior that you should run from. Not walk, not say bye, a behavior that you should run from. I've seen them have horrific consequences, and I don't want to see anyone end up in that type of situation. So if there's any message that I want to go out from watching this video, aside from just the educational aspects of policing, people who are in relationships being treated in that manner, you don't deserve it. And maybe this is the message you need to make a better choice and go in another direction. If you like this kind of content, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click on the video that's on your screen for more content just like this.